Hi, I'm Coach Aaron Delgado, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of a warm-up in order for you to continue with the second part of the project and give you more information so you can complete a quality assignment. Remember that in this video, we will help you to understand what you did right or wrong in the first part of the assignment, so listen closely. First, we need to understand what is the purpose of a warm-up. The answer is simple: to prevent injuries by increasing the body's core and muscle temperature. Warm-up muscles increase the rate of energy production, which increases reflex and lowers the time it takes to contract a muscle. A good warm-up should also increase the range of motion and mentally prepare for your exercise. Warm-up should be specific to the type of exercise you're doing, but should be full-body warm-up even if you only plan to work out a few muscle groups. If you're planning to do a leg workout, you should do a warm-up with mostly lower body exercises, but also include a few upper body exercises as well. Now, aim for 10 to 15 minutes warm-up period before any workout. However, it can go up to 30 minutes. How long your warm-up should depend on the kind of workout you're doing. Do not worry so much about the exact length of your warm-up. Aim for a warm-up that includes all the important components. Exercise that can be included in your warm-up could be jumping jacks, knees hugs, lunges, side shuffles, arm circles, karaoke, among others. Every sport needs a specific warm-up since they work out differently. However, for all sports it's fundamental to warm up to avoid injuries. And athletes can perform their best version. For example, swimmers have different physical needs than a soccer player. Even if both use the body to move from one place to another, the swimmer has a resistance over his or her complete body, not as a soccer players, that the resistance comes from the grass only on their legs. Also, the soccer players must be prepare his or her body to a possible contact, unlike the swimmers. Every warm-up drill must be focused on the movements, kicks, or throws the athlete will do full speed during the training or competition. For example, football players warm up to prepare the body, not just to perform as best as they can, also to contact and perform their best technique to avoid injuries. Meanwhile, tennis players warm up the body to the heat constantly with a racket. If the tennis athlete does not warm up that specific group of muscles, he or she can get hurt. Sports-specific general warm-up utilize low-intensity movements and exercises that actually involve the body parts that will be used in the subsequent activity. A tennis player would be focus more on an upper body warm-up compared to a soccer player who would focus in warming up the inferior body plane. The likelihood of injuries increases if you don't warm up. A good warm-up can improve athletic performance. The warm-up increases muscle efficiency, reduces potential for muscle pulls, improves reaction time, and improves the speed of movements of muscles and ligaments. Remember, the objective of a warm-up is to raise total body temperature and muscle temperature to prepare the entire body for a vigorous activity. The warm-up period prepares the cardiovascular system, respiratory system, nervous system, and the musculoskeletal system by gradually increasing the demand on those systems so that they are able to accommodate the demand of more strenuous activity. Assignment, do not forget to mention the difference between the first warm-up you created and the new one after watching the video. It is important to understand that there are different types of warm-ups and they are different purposes. The main differences are based on the level of the athlete, the purpose of the practice, and in which stage of the training program this person is. As we mentioned before, warm-up has to get a person ready for performance, but also it can help improve his or her level in long term. This is the fact that a warm-up can be used to maximize athletic potential, and it can help improve their reaction time, muscle strength, and power. Since it should last for approximately 10 to 30 minutes, the accumulation of several 10 to 30 minutes warm-up sessions are the equivalent of a huge increase in total training time. To add important information to all the concepts that we have mentioned, a framework named the RAMP protocol developed by Dr. Jeffries has been well accepted by many coaches, And here's where the different stages of an appropriate warm-up are well explained. RAM stands for rise, activate and mobilize, and potentiate. Start with the rise. Like we said, most warm-ups at the beginning aim to rise what you see in the image. Body temperature, heart rate, respiration rate, blood flow, joint viscosity. Here comes the main difference in the part you can use exercises that will be abundant during the session. So if you see in a specific sport either a game or a practice are a lot of side movements and short sprints you will see during the warm-up. A lot of changes of directions and movements that will clearly be used during the game in a low intensity. In the next stage, activate and mobilize where the intensity level is increased. You activate key muscle groups, mobilize key joints and range of motion used in the sport or activity. In this case, if there's a previous injury or a specific position player, the setter in the volleyball game, the quarterback in a football game, and individual preparation requirements will be seen in the part of the warm-up. In the last stage, potentiate, you will try to reach the same intensity as the activity that you are getting ready for. State that the first two parts of this model have dynamic stretching. There is also static stretching, very popular a few years ago, until research showed that stretch reduce and interfere with muscle strength and power. A flexibility session might be okay for a different purpose, but not as part of your warm-up. Timing a warm-up should be as important as the training itself. It should not only be used to avoid injuries and improve performance, but also as an assistant to develop strength and correct weaknesses of the athlete.